And what we talk about a lot tries to acknowledge as a most essential point, the reality that you guys live in. You're not in a little test tube in suspended animation with your bad back while you wait for the MRI. You're living every day. So you may as well start to make some improvements rather than leaving things until you get that scan in 4, 6, 8 weeks, months, whatever it may be. Unfortunately, it tends to be on the higher end of that here in the UK. I've had nerve blocks and said no to a spinal fusion, debating the nerve burn. Do the rehab work. We had a lady on, used to comment a lot on our TikTok comments. She was waiting for that, the radio frequency ablation, I think it was, or it was a rhizotomy. I can't remember the exact procedure she was having. But anyway, it was one of those, burning the nerves. And she started doing the rehab, and she's like, I'm so glad I didn't go ahead with that. Because quite often you guys, like, you've been doing hugging the knees, child's pose, you've given up and you're just doing whatever you can. You've tried to retreat from life and you're still struggling. And you're like, well, I may as well just burn the nerves off and then I can't feel it. And it's like, no, do some rehab, commit to it for a period of time. Because you can always go and have that procedure if you absolutely want to afterwards. But if you really know that you haven't actually done this kind of stuff, you try. And that's the great thing about those core 5 exercises, right? The dead bug, the marching bridge, the squat, the hip hinge, step up. If you can do all of those perfectly and you can do them with load, sure, go and have it, right? Maybe you could make that case. Maybe you could make that case. But I almost guarantee you can't do any of those things. So you've got huge room for improving your body before you go down an irreversible path of having a procedure. And so that's really well worth working on. It's hard, it's not easy. It can be painful because you're not very good at these things, but it's making you better. It's you making you better, not relying on someone else to fix it. And that's a really empowering position.